moving. Scanners won't hurt you.
Oh, let's re-equip my main gun rather than this non-lethal one. I turned on the flashlight halfway through the mission in one of the air ducts and forgot to turn it back off.
You know I went to chef school. This ain't exactly what I saw.
So I didn't sneak the whole way with the flashlight on. But yes, more than I should have. Alright, you're back there somewhere. Like, no, you're definitely not in Madame Sauvage's. Maybe up here? Can't tell if he's on this floor, if I need to go up another floor. Not in Warehouse 4, probably. I mean, maybe he's in Warehouse 4. Does it give me any information? Meet Nick's his apartment. Where is your apartment? 'Cause I'm guessing it would just point to the door if he was in Warehouse 4. So let's go up another flight of stairs and see if it makes any more sense up there. A lot of stairs. I don't think this is where I'm trying to get to. Where's your apartment, man? Just want to give you the data. Alright. It's definitely not down there, but this didn't go anywhere either. I'm gonna guess if I go in the warehouse, it'll just point me back out of the warehouse. Yes? Yes. Okay. We go back down here, up there. Okay. I think we found him.
Neon's the only place where my talents are actually respected.
Sure.
So, you made it. Guess Ryujin's security really is slipping.
Guess so. Ryujin's security is the best there is. I'm just that good. Surprised me that someone hasn't already taken them down. Ouch. I'm just that good.
Just brimming with confidence, aren't you? But I've seen your work in the trade tower, so I'll at least give you some credit. Now, I'll take that program back that I gave you, and let's give the data a look.
Alright, let's see. Is she guilty? Also, can I hack your files at all? Doesn't look like it, sadly.
The program I gave you to run on Ularu's computer basically opens an all-access backdoor for me. I can see everything and anything, so let's take a look.
It'd be funny if he just sees the same things we saw when we hacked through.
Impressive encryption on her files. Not that I can't crack it, of course. Circumventing protections, running decryption. This should just take a moment now. Damn, I'm good. That went faster than I thought. I'm saving several files to a slate for Dalton, including access history and anything related to Project Dominion. Adding in new encryption for him as well, so he's the only one that can view these. And done. You're all set.
Okay.
I've got the new encrypted slate. Let me tell you, it looks like fun times ahead for Ryujin. Technically, I'm not supposed to look, but it's kind of hard to not see what's going on while running all my software.
I'll get the slate to Dalton right away. Don't keep me in suspense, share that knowledge. I'll be sure to let Dalton know you violated your agreement. Don't keep me in suspense, share the knowledge.
Since you came through on your end, let's just say that slate isn't going to paint the best picture for Ms. Imogene Salzo.
Oh.
But bear in mind, You're dealing with some pretty talented people when it comes to falsifying information.
That doesn't sound like anything Imogen would do. I knew Imogen couldn't be trusted. I never liked Imogen. Maybe Ryujin will let me dispose of her. I can be sure the information is accurate.
I can be sure because I know my business. But like anything, evidence alone can't tell the full story. The rest is up to you and Dalton to piece together.
I'm still betting it's Aluru. I don't want to necessarily... Well, no, all of these options, I'm making an opinion. Because it's either doesn't sound like something she would do, I knew she couldn't be trusted, I never liked her. I would prefer the more diplomatic option of, okay, we'll see what Dalton finds. But yeah, that doesn't seem like something she would do.
Don't be too sure about that. Imogen was practically raised in the corporate underworld. I'd almost guarantee there's intent behind everything she does. Here's the slate. As usual, always a pleasure doing business with Ryujin.
Okay. Return to Dalton. Hopefully I can figure out how to get out of this maze to get to him. Alright, first it's definitely down these stairs. Then probably... I was going to say around to the right, but it looks like left is pointing us in the right direction if there's another path. Looks like there might be. Out of my way, people. Big important person here. Oh, and I probably should go back to the ship and get a follower again.
If the gangs can keep on killing us.
But yeah, glad I was able to convince that security guard to let me go. With the persuade. Because that could have been problematic if he had arrested me. I don't know what I'd have to do after that. Alright. Dalton was back here? I think? Yes.
You have the files.
Of course.
I assume you were successful. I didn't get any incident reports last night, so I applaud your work.
Your people were sloppy. Just gonna tell you that. Nix decrypted them without issue. Here's what he gave me. It was a success, but you definitely have some security issues to address. I got the files, but Nix violated the agreement and saw what they contained. No. It was a success, but you definitely have some security issues to address.
It will be handled once this mess is cleared up. Now, let's see what we have here.
Oh, computer, could I have done it? Something with it. No, master unlock.
Someone's been accessing Ularu's files remotely. It's quite a complicated trace, too. I'm impressed Nix was able to track all of this. Damn. And there's our culprit. Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist, and one of the few I had in mind for who could pull this off.
Can't be right, I don't believe it. Someone must be paying her a lot of credits to go against Ryujin like this. What motive would Imogen have to steal from Ryujin?
The motive could be anything. Credits, grudges, even boredom.
Someone must be paying her a lot of credits to go against Ryujin.
Either that, or she's highly displeased with someone at the company. Well, before we make any harsh decisions, I'll need to question her myself. I want you to head to her office and escort her here. You have to make sure she doesn't try anything before I have a chance to speak with her.
I'll keep a close eye on her. She wouldn't dare try anything with me around. You don't want to get her yourself? What if she runs? What if she runs?
If she runs, the guilt will be apparent. And you'll have no choice but to dispose of her. As much as I'd like you to subdue her and bring her in, Imogen would never allow it. She knows what fate lies ahead for those who betray this corporation and get caught.
You don't want to get her yourself?
I just want to avoid a scene. Sending you keeps the rumor mill at bay.
Okay. I'll keep a close eye on her.
Good. When you're dealing with corporate workers, discerning the truth from the lies is the hardest part.
Yeah. I find it unlikely that the person who is first pointed to as guilty is actually the guilty one in a corporate situation like this. How do I get out of here? It seems far more likely that Imogen has been framed, and that we're gonna have to track down who the actual person is. But I guess we'll see. The door is closed. Yes.
Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now. She isn't here, which is a shame since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work.
I need you to use your resources and tell me where Imogen is. I don't blame her. Desk work feels like a waste of time. When did you last see her? And like how you avoided the interview process? Oh, harsh. But I'm gonna ask it anyway.
There are work skills and there are life skills. I can't help it if I have both.
When did you last see her?
She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure. Probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips.
I need to use your resources and tell me where Imogen is.
I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know?
It's confidential. Take it up with Dalton. You don't get to ask anything. I'm not here for gossip. Just tell me where Imogen is. Confidential. Take it up with Dalton.
Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogen's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet.
Okay. I'll speak to Dalton about it. I don't need anyone's sign-off. What do you think she's doing in Syndicate territory? Frankie's Grab and Go at the front for Sioka Syndicate?
Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front.
I think we already knew that.
Store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin, Bayu, and the Syndicate itself.
What do you think she's doing in Syndicate territory?
Your guess is as good as mine. But she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here.
Okay. I'll speak to Dalton about it.
Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him. Or maybe I'd love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Good luck finding Imogen. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
Okay. Talk to Dalton. I will be doing that optional quest. Because going around Dalton seems like a not smart move. So much running around. Everywhere is so big and open for no reason.
No Imogen, I see. Could she really be onto us already?
Yoko said she was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go. She's on the run hiding out with the Syndicate. How would Imogen know she was a suspect?
A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward.
Yoko said she was last seen at Frankie's Grab and Go.
Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogen's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayou. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogene.
Ooh, so we're gonna get more information about Bayou, because he's just been this sort of big, important figure that everyone hates and is ruining Neon. But we don't know anything about him, really. I'll make sure he's aware and get his cooperation. I can get Imogene myself, I don't need permission. Why do I need to talk with Bayou first?
Bayou owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship.
Okay, makes sense. I'll make sure he's aware and get his cooperation.
Good. Because without it, this adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayou know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants.
Okay, whatever it takes, I'll get to Imogen. Easy for you to say, you're not the one who has to do anything. I have limits. What kind of favors are we talking about?
It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayou is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here.
Hopefully nothing crazy stealthy, because, as stated previously, that's not my forte. But whatever it takes, I will get to Imogen.
The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to.
Okay.
If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her.
Understood, we can't allow a traitor to run free. If Imogen is guilty, she'll pay with her life. Killing her seems hasty. She may not have acted on her own. Isn't that a little extreme? Can't we get law enforcement involved? I'm gonna ask it, but the answer is no.
Matters like these are handled within the corporation.
Yeah.
The information we're dealing with is too sensitive for law enforcement, and their security leaves much to be desired. It wouldn't be long before the information was either leaked to the press or sold to yet another competitor.
Yeah. Killing her seems hasty. She may not have acted on her own.
The risk of Imogen continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now, she could cause a great deal of harm to this company. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous.
Okay.
If the situation does take a turn for the worse, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
We didn't have much of a relationship. Don't worry. Optional talk to Benjamin Bayou.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
That I can do.
Try to make a client feel welcome up here.
This could be the most.
Okay. So yeah, this is where the quest line is actually getting interesting. All the starting mundane quests. So my guess is... Actually, I don't have to guess. That's find Imogen. That is talk to Bayou. Forget that the scanner will just tell me which each indicator is for. Man, I should definitely install a mod that just gets rid of the whole oxygen thing. There's got to be a mod for that. Because I don't think it adds or improves the experience.
I know your type. Three-wheeling spacing.
Alright. To the elevator. That way, apparently. Staff only. I'm staff. How does one get over there?
Ready to party? Let me get
you a drink.
I'm confused. Okay, that was clearly not the way to go. It's the elevator. These are booths. Guess I go around this way.
Trouble or we'll have a problem.
Okay, that one's the elevator, so this is the one I'm going to. Here. Benjamin Bayou. I finally get to meet you.
I don't recall sending for anyone. What do you want?
Dalton Fiona sent me. I'd like your permission to enter the Syndicate's hideout. I'm only here to give you a heads up on Ryujin's behalf. I'm heading into the Syndicate hideout. You have a good working relationship with Ryujin Industries, right?
It's been a very beneficial partnership. As long as we continue to look out for our mutual interests, I can't complain.
Okay. Dalton Fiona sent me.
No. You can always make time when it comes to an old friend. So, what would be the reason? I may consider Ryujin an ally, but Dalton especially knows I don't give anything blindly.
We're after a suspect who fled to the Syndicate to hide. Take it up with Dalton. This is all I have time for. No, we're after a suspect who fled to the Syndicate to hide.
As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves, I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me.
Okay. Persuade, I think the mutual benefit should be enough. I'm all ears. I'm only here as a courtesy, not to do any favors. I'm all ears.
Excellent. One of the Syndicate leaders, Kumio, has a slate with some information on it that's better off in my hands. Agree to bring it to me, and you've got yourself a deal.
That I can definitely do. Slate will be in your hands in no time. Fine, if this makes my job easier, I'll get the slate. Like I said, I don't do favors. No, the slate will be in your hands in no time.
Ryujin's got themselves a real keeper. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning. The Syndicate should let you search any common areas. But if Kumiho catches you snooping around her own quarters for that slate, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
Okay. So I can get through their territory, but into that person's personal quarters, I will have to be stealthy. Cool. Alright, so we're heading to Frankie's Grab and Go. Currently, we only have a single quest marker, but we do have 2 quests. One of them is optional.
Be careful if you run into those guards.
What were the 2 quests? While I'm thinking about it. Optional, head to Frankie's Grab and Go, or find Imogen in the Sioka Syndicate hideout. Feels like you have to go to Frankie's Grab and Go to do that. Which is odd to me. Oh. Need more oxygen. This way, apparently. They're not the same location. Odd. Maybe one of them is actually to talk to that person up front rather than just trying to bust my way in. Because Bayou told me to talk to someone. There we are.
Side's changed.
Hope you're a paying customer.
No.
Better have credits to spend.
I'm here on Ryujin's... Whoa. No. I'm here on Ryujin's behalf. I was told I'd be allowed inside.
Oh, you're the one getting special treatment. Huh. I knew you was some sort of trouble. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. 3rd floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season.
I'll still clear the 3rd floor. I'll do what I want. Thank you very much. You better hope the person I need isn't on the 3rd floor. Is that some sort of threat? Are you a member of the Syndicate?
I'm more of an honorary member. I'll let them take up residence in the back, keep things looking legit. They keep this business afloat, so finances don't keep me up at night.
Okay. Is that some sort of threat?
It ain't a threat if it's a rule, now is it?
I'll steer clear of the 3rd floor.
That's what I like to hear.
Unless I
For
don't.
the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead.
Oh, convenient.
Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better.
Alright. Well, we can't go directly to Imogene. We have to find this data slate first. Because Bayu will be unhappy if I don't return with it. I'm guessing that's the slate? Yeah. Is that the 3rd floor? Almost certainly. Is this fine, being up here?
Hold it right there. You aren't allowed on this floor.
Are you sure? I forgot it won't happen again. No one tells me where I can and can't go. I would think you'd make an exception for Ryujin employees. Can we come to some sort of a arrangement here?
Yeah, right. You're in our territory here. The only way you get a private tour of our personal space is if you're dead.
I think you'd make an exception for Ryujin employees.
We may have had a few dealings in the past, but that doesn't make us friends. Now beat it. If I catch you trying anything again, I'll introduce your face to a few bullets.
Huh. Then how do I get that? So yes, that was the 3rd floor that I need. But they've got a guard dog posted right at the top. That's master locked.
You try anything, you're dead.
I wouldn't dare. Ah, here we go. Okay, I could cut that. Leaving no evidence that I was here. It's like they're angry at me, and I don't know why. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. No, this is where I just was. How? Just take some med packs. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out where I need to go. Oh. No, it's back there. How? Perfect. There's his slate. Oh. Okay. Then I gotta get downstairs. Nope. This'll work. Okay. I feel like I'm a bit high level for this quest. I don't even need to use... Wait. Where? That's the button I was wanting. Imogene. Okay. Syndicate back room.
Hold it right there, back down. A chance to explain.
Uh-huh.
I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me.
Of course. You've got some explaining to do. Someone sure looks guilty hiding out here. What's going on? Are you really working for Infinity Ltd? How did you even know about the investigation?
You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nix owed me a favor and gave me the heads up.
Well, that sucks. If we can't even trust our outside guy who's supposed to help. Vents? I didn't see any good vents. I mean, if I get out of here, I'll just call it a win. What's going on? Are you really working for Infinity Ltd?
Yes, and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay?
You got some explaining to do.
I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally.
Intentionally? Help me understand what you're saying. Sounds like a load of crap to me. How can I believe anything you say? You think Ularu did this?
Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off.
How can I believe anything you say?
I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me.
Intentionally? Help me understand what you're saying.
Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions?
You have a good point. It's also the perfect cover for what you did. That sounds ridiculous, like mind control. What would Ularu's motive be, and why would Ularu set you up?
Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this.
What would her motive be?
Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with.
That sounds ridiculous, like mind control.
That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way.
Uh-huh. If this is all true, you'll need evidence to prove it. Save your explanations for Dalton. You could be after Ularu's job. Framing her gets her out of your way. So you're saying Ularu made you do all this, and you didn't even know?
Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've been having the past few months.
Uh-huh. Save your explanations for Dalton.
That's what I need you for. I didn't come here just to hide. I needed to use the Seyoka's resources to build my case. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent.
I'll make sure Dalton gets this new evidence. Dalton gave me orders to bring you in. Evidence or not, you're coming with me. What makes this evidence more believable than the data Nix provided? Attack, you're a traitor and I won't allow you to live. Not going that route. What makes this evidence more believable than the data Nix provided?
Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it.
Yeah, Dalton gave me orders to bring you in. Evidence or not, you're coming with me.
Can't do that. The moment I step in that building, Dalton will lock me up, and Ularu will be on high alert.
If you don't come with me, I have orders to kill you. Attack, I guess we're doing it the hard way then. If you're innocent, what do you have to worry about?
You really are naive when it comes to corporate culture. Once I'm back at Ryujin, Ularu will be looking to tie up any loose ends. So I can stay here and deal with you, or I can go back and deal with her. Which is why I'm hoping you'll take this evidence to Dalton.
If you don't come with me, I have orders to kill you.
Of course you do. Look, if you just bring this slate to Dalton, I'm sure he'll understand, but if I go with you, everything is ruined. It's your choice. Do you want the truth? Or do you just want to be Employee of the Month?
Fine, I'll take the slate to Dalton, which means I'm probably gonna have to come back in here with all these people trying to kill me, which, granted, they aren't doing very good of a job.
I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks.
Sure. Alright, are they gonna be friendly when I leave? Probably not. They are not. Alright, let's get out of here. Nope, I'm being blocked by wires. A successful stealth mission.